I bet you've gone away on a holiday, thought you've done really well, and then come back straight away to have completely ruined all of your progress. And in today's YouTube video, we're going to run through exactly how to manage social events and holidays. I'm Jack. I'm an online coach who's been in the industry for 7 years, helping men get lean, fit, and athletic. In this YouTube video, we're going to run through exactly how you can understand your activities on holiday and the mindset to have if you want to progress, regress, or maintain your fitness goals when you go away, and what you can do if you want to keep progressing throughout that time. Because everybody's different, and it's important to understand how you want to best manage those holidays or learn to enjoy them. So I hope you enjoy the episode. If you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, and drop a comment below on where is your favorite place you've ever been on holiday so that I can go there myself. So if you're worried about going on holiday, here's exactly how we can do to manage that mindset so that you know how to set the position you're in, whether that is to progress, regress, or maintain towards your fitness goals. All options are fine, but the most important thing here is don't beat yourself up if you decide that you're happy to just blow everything out of the water and accept your responsibilities for the actions you take, and if you maintain as well. Typically, we want to see a 2 to 3 kilo increase in body weight if your goal is to maintain or progress towards your fitness goals. And we're going to explain exactly why that body weight is going to increase, even if you think you've been absolutely perfect, because some of it is completely out of your control. So the main problem here is that you're coming up with a bit of fear going into the holidays. Maybe you're trying to lose weight and this is not the main holiday that you want to be dieting for. This is just a small trip away with the family. And you might be scared to go on this event and be worried that you're going to undo all of the hard work when you come back, step on that scales that first day back and go, holy crap, the numbers have gone up. And this is entirely normal. And the most common thing to understand here is that weight gain is very normal. There's very few occasions where you'll go away on holiday and actually lose weight unless you're on a very active holiday. Part of the reasons for this is your sleep quality is going to diminish. You're out of sync. You're not sleeping in your own bed. Maybe it's too hot to be able to sleep normally. And therefore your blood sugar is going to rise. You're going to be craving more carbohydrates. And ultimately you're going to have more water retention. Maybe there's no nutritional structure to what you're eating. You're an all-inclusive, everything's free, already included in everything you're paying for. And no matter how good you are, you're still going to make those nutritional choices that you wouldn't normally make at home. And part of the reason for this is that in a cooking process, lots more oil and butter is going to be used by the chefs to make the food tastier. There's going to be a lot more salt added to the food as well to give it that flavor. And that ultimately contributes to a higher calorie intake and water retention through that salt. And if you're anything like me, you're going to have a few spicy margaritas. And we now know, if you've watched any previous videos, that alcohol is going to inhibit your fat loss because those calories are burned off faster and therefore it delays your ability to lose body fat. So if you're also drinking whilst away, this is going to contribute to all of those things above, as well as creating more GI or gastrointestinal bloating and make it much harder for us to have a good digestive system. This is part of the reason why your partner is going to be constipated a couple of days in. If you want to help them out, take some magnesium glycinate with you to help support their ability to go with the flow, let's say, and go to the loo. A couple of doses of that throughout the day is just going to help improve her ability to go to the loo. That's just going to help to improve her ability to go to the loo, and yours if you also get constipated. Depending on the kind of holiday you're going on, you might also have a low step count or low activity level. Now, I would always try and be active as you can. I'd always try and go for a walk after breakfast and lunch, just to aid your digestion even more and allow your body to start digesting that food properly, rather than going straight onto the sun lounges and relax, because this is going to help improve your ability to break down the food that you've just eaten. And I think it's important to recognize how you want to go on that holiday and the person you want to become. You have to start to instill those habits that future self would do daily if it is to be a lean, fit, jacked guy. Now, for me, I'm a very active person. So when I go away on holiday, I will always try and do a long walk every day. I will always train as well. Even if it is 20 minutes of arms, that's still something rather than nothing. And that's still going to contribute to me staying in good shape whilst I'm away on holiday and feeling confident with my kit off. And how you handle when you get back from the holiday will also dictate how quickly you'll start to see progress again to the person you want to become and lose weight. If you get back and slump straight into the holiday blues without any action and just choose to do sweet fuck all whilst you're back, that's going to make it so much harder to get back into the routines. So we're going to try and cover a few ideas that you can use to implement to get yourself back moving straight away. And by fixing this allows you to still feel confident away on holiday, reduce the amount of bloating you'll have so that you still look great on the beach or by the pool. And it will allow you to quickly get back into the routines that are going to help you get back in shape or keep pushing you towards the goals that you want to achieve. And so getting into the actions that you can do, the first one is accepting the decision you make about how you want to handle that holiday. Whether you want to progress towards your fitness goals, maintain, or regress, that will dictate how much of the habits that you have previously before going away on holiday that you still want to keep in place, whether that's a good sleep routine, good quality nutrition, and still training. Now, I'm never going to ask my clients to track whilst they're on holiday. That's a decision they can make on their own. They have their own autonomy in that situation. But if you are wanting to progress towards your fitness goals, being very aware of the food you're eating and the decisions you make with that food is going to help you towards the goals that you have. And it's really important to understand why your weight's going to increase from carbohydrate intake, water retention, salt intake, alcohol, poor sleep, and then also a slowing down of gastric emptying. So this is essentially when you go on flights, because of the cabin pressure and the altitude that you reach, there's going to be a slowing down of digestive system, which means you're far less likely to go to the loo as often as you normally would. And this is where having some magnesium can really help just improve your digestion. Even some digestive enzymes as well can really help that situation too. And so if we're looking to either progress or maintain towards your fitness goals, one thing we want to keep in note is our nutrition. We still want to try and make up about 70% good quality nutrition choices whilst we're away. And for the guys that I coach, we typically think about having a nice, light, high protein breakfast with lots of fruit, Greek yogurt, and maybe a couple of eggs into a lunchtime meal, which is primarily fish or chicken around veggies and salad, and then try and use more of our carbohydrates in the evening time to help improve sleep quality. This allows you to have a lot more freedom with the evening dinners where you're more likely to go to a la carte restaurants or other places out, but your breakfast and lunch are going to be those all-inclusive options, or you're taking your own food if you're in an Airbnb. You can always also opt for not having breakfast to save more carbohydrates for a big splurge in the evening if you're going to go out for drinks as well. And this is where it's important to pick those alcohol days and those battles that you're going to choose. I like to use the term battles because every time you go on a holiday, you don't want to be drinking every single day if the goal is to progress or maintain your current body weight and physique for when you arrive back. And it's about understanding that if you're away for 7 days, you probably don't need to be drinking every single night. It can be a couple of nights maybe where you could have a glass of wine rather than 3 or 4 or a bottle between the two of you. And this just means that you keep your digestion running smoothly and you're not as bloated the next day. As we've already mentioned, going for a walk after breakfast and lunch is a really good way to improve your digestion, and that will help for you to feel more active, burn more calories, and keep yourself moving. On a side, if you're not going away anytime soon, but you still feel like that you can't progress, and you feel like you've hit a plateau, this video here is probably worth watching because it's going to give a complete overview of why your calorie deficit's not working and why you've hit a plateau, and then how to fix it. With an all-inclusive meal strategy, understanding that the food is never just going to disappear and you don't need 4 plates at breakfast and lunch gives the opportunity to make really smart decisions with the food. Understanding that if you go with a mindset of you can try something new every single day whilst keeping some structure to the nutrition, will allow you to taste some of that food, have that little dopamine rush without feeling like you've undone everything by eating a ton of pastries and full fry-ups every single morning. And one of the rules that we absolutely love that one of our clients thought about is the 3-bite rule for desserts. First bite's there for the taste, second bite's there for the texture, and the third bite's there for the enjoyment factor. And if you split a dessert with a partner, that allows you to feel like you've enjoyed the meal without going mad on the calories and still feeling like you're making good decisions whilst you're away. Ultimately, this all comes down to mindfulness and decisions in pinpoint moments to allow you to either progress or maintain your current results. This allows you to progress or maintain towards your future goals. At the end of the day, this comes down to just making smart decisions and recognizing what your goals are for going away on a holiday. And if you can go through that and accept the decisions you make, you can switch off and allow yourself to have a wonderful time without being worried too much about what the scale is going to look like when you get back. This stops the guilt of going away and enjoying yourself and allows you to get straight back into the motions to work towards those fitness goals that you have. But if you feel like you can't do it alone and you want to get lean and jacked heading into 2026, there's a link in the description below where you can apply for coaching spots. And we can have a conversation about what that looks like to help you achieve your goals. And hopefully you found this YouTube episode useful. If you haven't done so already, I would highly go and recommend this video here, which is going to run you through why sleep is so important for your fat loss and how you can improve it to keep burning body fat and get lean and jacked. Please like and subscribe and drop a comment below where your favorite place is to go on holiday. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.